Once upon a time, in a small village called Umuochi, there was a very big forest. The people in the village believed that the forest was magical. Some said it was a place where spirits lived, and others said it was where the gods spoke to people. But there was one part of the forest that everyone feared. It was an old tree stump, dry and cracked, in the middle of the woods. The villagers called it Ofo's Stump. Ofo was the name of a powerful god they believed lived in the forest. One hot afternoon, a brave young girl named Chika decided to visit the forest. Chika was not afraid of the dark or the strange noises in the forest. She loved to explore, and she wanted to know the truth about Ofo's stump. Her grandmother, Mama Nwaeze, often told her stories about the stump. According to Mama Nwaeze, anyone who dared to urinate on the stump would wake Ofo from his long sleep, and Ofo would grant them a wish. But Chika was not sure if she believed the stories. "Chika, my daughter, don't go to that forest," Mama Nwaeze would always warn. "Ofo's stump is dangerous. You don't know what will happen if you disturb it." But Chika was determined. She had heard many stories about the stump, and she wanted to see it for herself. She packed a small bag with some food and water, and at midday, she set off for the forest. The sun was hot, and the forest seemed quiet. Only the sound of her footsteps could be heard as she walked deeper and deeper into the woods. After walking for what seemed like hours, Chika finally reached the part of the forest where the dried tree stump stood. It was huge, even bigger than Chika had imagined. The stump was twisted and cracked, and the tree branches that once grew from it were long gone. The ground around it was dry and covered with leaves. Chika could feel the air was different here. It was thick and heavy, as if something ancient was watching her. Chika stood there for a moment, looking at the stump. She remembered all the stories her grandmother had told her about it. Some said that Ofo, the god, was angry and cursed the stump to remain dry and lifeless. Others said the god was asleep, waiting for someone brave enough to wake him. Chika thought about the stories and then made a decision. "I will not be afraid," she whispered to herself. "I want to know if the stories are true." Without wasting any time, Chika walked up to the stump. She stood in front of it, looked around to make sure no one was watching, and then made up her mind. She took a deep breath, squatted down, and urinated on the dried tree stump. As soon as she finished, a loud noise echoed through the forest. It sounded like thunder, but the sky was clear. The ground beneath her feet began to shake, and the air turned cold. Suddenly, the stump began to glow. A bright light shot up from the cracks, and Chika could hear a voice. It was a deep, powerful voice that seemed to come from everywhere. "Who dares wake me from my sleep?" the voice thundered.
Froze, her heart beating fast. She was scared, but she knew she had to answer. "I am Chika, from the village of Umuchi," she said bravely, though her voice shook. "I wanted to know if the stories about Ofo's stump are true." There was a long pause, and then the voice spoke again. "You are brave, Chika. Many have come before you, but none dared disturb my sleep. I am Ofo, the god of the forest. You have awakened me, and for that, I shall grant you a wish. But first, you must prove your worth." Chika felt a mix of fear and excitement. She had never met a god before. She had no idea what kind of test Ofo might give her. But she was determined not to back down. "Tell me, Ofo, what must I do?" she asked, her voice steady. Ofo's voice boomed again. "You must bring me the golden feather of the sacred bird. It is hidden deep in the heart of this forest. Bring it to me, and your wish will be granted." Chika felt a cold shiver run down her spine. The sacred bird was known to be one of the most powerful creatures in the forest. It was said to be as old as the forest itself, with feathers that could heal wounds and bring good fortune. No one had ever seen it, but everyone in the village knew it was real. "I will do it," Chika said without hesitation. Ofo's voice seemed to smile. "You are brave, young one. Go now, and return with the golden feather." Without wasting another moment, Chika began her journey deeper into the forest. The trees were thick, and the path was difficult to follow. But Chika was not afraid. She had always loved exploring the forest, and she was used to its dangers. As she walked, she noticed strange signs. The trees seemed to lean toward her, and the birds flew in strange patterns above her head. After many hours of walking, Chika came to a clearing. In the middle of the clearing stood a large, golden bird. It was beautiful, with feathers that shimmered like the sun. The sacred bird looked at Chika with wise, glowing eyes. Chika knew this was the creature she had to face. She stepped forward slowly, not wanting to startle it. "Sacred bird," she said in a soft voice, "I need your golden feather. Ofo, the god of the forest, has sent me to bring it to him. Will you help me?" The sacred bird tilted its head and studied Chika. For a long time, it said nothing. Then it spoke in a voice that sounded like wind through the trees. "Why should I give you my feather?" it asked. "What makes you worthy?" Chika thought for a moment. She remembered all the stories about the sacred bird. It was said that only those who were pure of heart and strong of spirit could receive a gift from the bird. Chika knew she had to prove herself. "I have come because I want to help my village," she said. "The people of Umuochi are suffering. Our crops have failed, and we are hungry. If I can bring the golden feather to Ofo, he will help us. Please, sacred bird, help me." The sacred bird studied her for a long time. Finally, it nodded and spoke again. "Your heart is pure, Chika. You are worthy." With that, the bird plucked a single golden feather from its body and gave it to Chika. She carefully took the feather and turned to leave. When Chika returned to Ofo's stump, the god spoke again. "You have proven yourself, Chika. You have brought me the golden feather. Now, ask for your wish." Chika thought carefully. She could ask for anything. Riches, power, fame, or even to become the most beautiful girl in the village. But she had one wish in mind. "I wish for my village to be blessed with good crops and plenty of food," she said. "I want the people of Umuchi to live in peace and happiness." Ofo's voice filled the air again. "Your wish is granted, brave Chika. Go now, and know that the forest will always protect you." With the golden feather in her hand, Chika returned to her village. The next day, the rain came, and the crops began to grow. The people of Umuchi celebrated, and Chika became a hero. She never forgot her adventure in the forest and the wise god who had granted her wish. From that day on, Ofo's stump became a symbol of hope for the villagers. They no longer feared it, for they knew that sometimes, with courage and a pure heart, even the greatest challenges could be overcome. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more enchanting story like this one. Goodbye.